Here's a video I've not done in a long time. Another update video on everything that's been going on. I'm still being abused mentally, physically, emotionally, financially from my mum, my brother, the police and the courts and the tagging company. And all of this is still coming from my neighbour and my ex, who told the police and the courts nothing but lies. And everything I found out over time, well, the story as a whole, it's their narcissistic behaviour, shifting the blame to avoid taking any accountability for their own actions by putting themselves into situations that they had created. Over time, I found out that they'd done all that to me just for their own entertainment, when I had caught them red-handed stalking me. Caught them red-handed stalking me, sending people to break into my flat 3 times. And I spoke about this on my other videos. It's still a bit of a catch up. Anyone else starts watching and new to this. If you're wondering where I'm done, okay, there's Eastbourne, there's Beachy Head area. So yeah, because of the bullshit I've been through, they had me arrested 10 times. They had me in court 17 times, and briefly up in Lewes prison for 11 days. My ex, Gaynor Boyd, Gaynor Baxter, Gaynor Bitchface, she had me arrested 3 times, and she's the one who put me into Lewes prison, which I found out over time was all out of spite. Just because I didn't say the 3 words that she had tried to force me to say. She tried to threaten me into saying that she had tried to blackmail me into saying. And them 3 words is, I love you. Yeah, she did all of that to me out of spite, just because I didn't say them 3 words. And the time I was with her, I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel any love for her at all. So she had me arrested and put into prison out of spite, just because I didn't say them words to her. And she's awful and vile, manipulative and toxic. And then, into the courts again. They put 2 restraining orders onto me. One was for her, and the other was for my neighbour, Mermita. They are not needed at all. And on top of that, coming in from the courts, again, what the courts are doing is all wrong. From the courts up in Lewes, the Brighton Magistrates, from Hove Crown Court, Lewes and Hastings, what they're doing to me is all crimes in itself. What they've done is coercive control, bullying, harassment, narcissistic, threatening, and blackmailing me. They said, if I carry on talking about this and the other, if I carry on speaking the fucking truth, speaking up about everything that's happened, because they're trying to silence me, when them 2 have told the police and everyone else just words with no proof at all, when I have all the proof, everything that they have done and what it is as a whole, I've got everything documented, because they're trying to make out that I'm stalking them and giving out their home addresses when I'm not. I haven't at all. And even coming from the police documents that we have, basically that says from Momo herself, she has been tracking me, spying on me online. Yeah, she has been tracking me online. Stalking, online stalking. And the police and the courts are just giving her praise. You know, a job well done. Yay! A woman stalking a man. When they are trying to make out that I'm doing that to her, no. I'm not. I've got her blocked across every social media platform, trying to get on with my day, trying to get on with my life. And they just keep on coming after me and they just won't leave me alone. So they sent people to break into my flat. They weaponized and manipulated the police and the courts to break into my flat twice. They stole all my stuff, had it for a year or two, had to buy it all back again, and then they stole it off me again. Then with the tag thing and the restraining order, they put a exclusion zone of not go to Brighton, my hometown, where I live, where I was looking after my dad, who's been diagnosed with dementia, and we kind of knew that before he was diagnosed with that. And I was looking after him perfectly fine. It's me, my dad, and my dog Benji. I was looking after him, you know, make sure he has food. I was paying his bills, yeah, with my own money. I was doing his washing up and laundry and all that stuff. And then the courts isolate me by saying I'm not allowed to go to Brighton anymore. And then they threaten me and blackmail me by saying if I go to Brighton for any reason, and then I will go to prison for 5 years, and then another 3 years or 8 years on top of that, just for going to Brighton. And how they can tell was by this electronic tag. That's this thing hurts. This tag, which the Lewes Prison, Lewes Crown Courts, are stalking me with. They're trying to make it that I'm doing that to them when I haven't at all, and I've proven it. And if you're wondering how this all started, Pokemon Go. Yeah, this all started a few years ago on this game right here, this mobile game right here. Of all things, because my ex-gainer and my neighbour, Mita Marijuana, they both played the game, and at the time, I asked Momo for help on a raid at a local community centre called St David's Hall, right? Yeah, because there's no signal, because I'm down at the beach, so there's no signal at all. So, local community centre, St David's Hall. She's trying to make out that that's her home address. And I've got everything screenshotted, I've got everything documented that shows and proves she had lied to the police, therefore lying to the courts. That's perjury. She had shifted the blame to avoid taking any accountability for her own actions by putting herself into a situation that she created. I asked for her help. She said yes. She said, I remember everything like it was last night, even though it was about 5-6 years ago now. I'm still documenting all this. And, you know, screw the courts, screw the Crown Courts, to hell with them. So Momo decided to send her boyfriend to threaten me, which I documented that. She went on to send people to break into my flat. What I found out from the third time I was in the courts, what I didn't know, but up until they told me, is that she had spoken to then my girlfriend Gaynor to spy on me, to stalk me behind my back, and to report everything I do and say to Momo, just so she can report it to the police and then twist the narrative in her favour, when it's all lies, all of it. And I'm getting really sidetracked, and we go back to the tagging thing. They don't want me to go to Brighton anymore, and the tagging company are just stalkers themselves, and what this tagging thing is doing is leaving his third-degree burn marks. It's done it on both sides of my ankle. They came up last night to take it off because it wasn't working properly, so they switched it over, right? So this is the third time now that this tag has left me third-degree burns on my ankle, going onto my skin, and I'm going to sue them for that, for their abuse. This is abuse, mentally and straight up physically and emotionally, because it fucking hurts. And they're doing the exact same fucking thing on this one here. The courts and the tagging company and the police are stalking me with this little device. They are stalking me with this. Straight up stalking me. Nothing but abuse and harassment coming from them. Is it on this phone or my other one, which I'm recording from? Do I not have the simple photo album on here, and I can show you exact part from what I'm talking about, so where it all started? No, it must be. But anyway, yeah, just look through my other videos on this channel. It's documented on the. I asked for her help. She said yes. She said, "Give me 5 minutes." We do the raid. It's like pissing down with rain. I go back indoors. I go back onto my computer, onto Discord, just a messenger, just to say, hey, thanks for the help, thanks for the raid. Like, did you get a shiny? No. And then it starts from there. She sends the police up to threaten me, to spy on me, to stalk me, to blackmail me, and tell me to shut down all my social media platforms. And I've been documenting everything. She's been going up looking for my friends online, stalking them as well. She's been actively searching for my friends on social media, so she's stalking them as well as me. And what I got told over time, she's been doing this to other guys, not just me. Again, here I've got it all documented. She's been targeting me. She targets me in my game as well. She and my ex, Gainer, they messaged Niantic to get my Pokemon Go account, my main one, completely shut down and banned off the game. There's more abuse and harassment. It's ruining my life. You know. She has lied to the police, which is perjury. And I've been documenting all this and I'm just trying to get my word out there. And you see all over TikTok and YouTube, people are suffering in silence, and people are saying not to suffer in silence. We should speak up, do something about it, and that's what I've been doing. Just been speaking up to find out that even though my ex and Big Momo and her community got them blocked across everything, to find out they had made fake profiles under different names to again spy on me and stalk me under their fake accounts. So just because I'm talking about them, they get angry, they get mad, so they call the police and have me arrested. And then they twist the narratives just to avoid taking any accountability, just because I'm calling them out for their bullshit, for their narcissistic behaviour, them shifting the blame just to avoid taking any accountability for their own actions, because of them putting themselves into a situation that they had created. And they're just pinning it on me. When I caught them out red fucking handed multiple times of them stalking me, of them threatening me. It's a lot more than just that. It's like, it's harassment, it's abuse, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's coercive control, and that's what the courts are doing as well. They're using, that's what the police and the courts do. Coercive control, threatening me and blackmailing me, which is just harassment, police harassment. Because of all this, I've tried to commit suicide multiple times because of the two people I mentioned, because of the police, because of the courts. I've tried to commit suicide multiple fucking times. So, I'm just getting abused, and because of them two, and the police and the courts, they're trying to make out that they are the victims when they're not. They have been playing the victim card. They're playing the victim card with no proof. I've gone through 3 lousy solicitors. So many shitty bastards who have been bobbing up and down more times than a fucking jack-in-the-box. They keep saying, oh, we've done everything we can. They've done absolutely nothing. Barristers, they just sit there, they bob up and down, say a couple of words, and then, sorry, we can't help. They done fuck all, they done absolutely nothing. If you want something done, then you do it yourselves. You can't trust solicitors or barristers. Absolutely fucking useless. They are of no help. I mean, do you know any decent solicitors that will straight up tell the police and the courts to go fuck themselves? Huh? And that's what I'm looking for. I need a decent fucking solicitor who will actually listen to me, listen to my story, listen to my side of it, and then tell the police and the courts that they've got it all wrong. Everything they have about me, it's all wrong, and then they'll tell the police and courts to go fuck themselves. Hmm? I need someone like that. And for them to get the police to go after the 2 people that started all this. Have them arrested. That's what I'm looking for. But they won't. And I'm still going to keep on telling my side of this fucking story all the fucking time. I don't care. Post it everywhere. TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, every other platform, to let the whole world know that I'm being wronged by 2 narcissistic women. I'm getting screwed over by women from Pokemon Go. Just for asking for help, and they said yes. And the police and courts are fucking gullible, and they just bought into their bullshit. Everything's been well documented. So, until now, I'm stuck up here in Eastbourne. I hate it. It's dead fucking boring. Boring. It's where the old people go to die up here. There's nothing to do, nothing. There's fuck all to do. I mean, Brighton is a fuckload better. And I was happier down there, staying with my dad, and my best friend around the corner. And I got a message from her a couple of months ago saying she doesn't want to know me anymore. She doesn't want to be my friend after 30 years, and that really fucking hurt. She broke my fucking heart, and then about a week or two later, I found out that my mum had been conspiring against me with my best friend Hannah to have my dog put down. Yeah. She intentionally, on purpose, had my dog killed. Intentionally, on purpose, behind my back. Not once, but twice. And still, my mum is fucking manipulative and controlling, bossy, demanding. She doesn't want me to have a life. She wants me to stop talking about this and to move on. No. Why? She doesn't want me to speak the truth. She doesn't want me to have an opinion. Oh, fuck that. She doesn't want me to have a life. Basically, what my mum is trying to do to me and all of us. She wants me, my brother, my aunt, and everyone to live our lives the way she sees fit in her image. We can't have a life. No, not allowed. No, we have to do what she says because she's bossy, controlling, manipulative. And yet the court's saying, I absolutely must stay up here with my mum. I must do this, I must do that. I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, I can, I'm doing it. And for them to boss me around and say, I can't do this, I have to do that, that's coercive controlling. It's harassment and abuse. And they said if I continue to do this, if I do this and do that, or if I go to Brighton for any reason with the tag on, they said they have me arrested and then put into prison for 5 years and then 3 years on top of that. So that's threatening behaviour and then blackmail. And I got it in writing as well from them, from the courts. Said if I do this and do that, then we will do this and we will do that. That's threatening behaviour, narcissistic threatening behaviour and blackmail. That's their so-called justice system. When it's backwards and it's corrupted and it's injustice. All of it's wrong. And everything I've been telling you is 110% true. Whereas the police and the courts and the solicitors, even with all my proven evidence, I've been literally waving it in their faces. I've got it all printed off to say, look, this is who these people are, this is what they've been doing. They won't listen to me, they just won't believe it just because I'm a guy. They take their words because they're women, and that's sexist, that is. When they're the ones who have no proof at all, they're just going on word. And there's a lot of videos about this going around. Police and courts are that fucking gullible. They go on women's word with no proof or evidence, so they can pluck out bullshit, lies, excuses, whatever, out of thin air, with no proof or evidence, and then police will just buy into it because they're gullible, one-sided. But we all know with the police, nothing but bullies, terrorists, and murderers. They are disgusting and disgraceful. I've been wrongly accused, poorly treated. There's so much injustice from them as a whole. They had set me up. They set me up 3 times. Everything is well documented. So, go tell the world I've been wronged, I've been screwed over by two narcissistic women, by the police, by the courts. Go tell Niantic. Lastly, it's all over Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, every social media platform that I've been done wrong, and that my voice, shall be heard by everyone. I will not be silenced, I will not. And I just will not be threatened and coerced by the fucking court or the police of their threatening behaviour. I just will not. And I will continue to speak up about this. I'll continue to fight back, to put my foot down and stand my fucking ground. If they don't like it, then tough shit. If they want to stop me, they will have to fucking kill me.